6'8", who do we appreciate? AMKS Sponsor Radio, singing campaign for the truth and the soul. Your heart, universe, stand up to something and you get back to everything. Meow. So today on my show, I'm going to talk about atmospheric disruption, which is ironic because you cannot find that crap anywhere. And in the 1980s, atmospheric disruption was discussed all the time about like big meteorites pushing in on the atmosphere or how it would affect the atmosphere if it would just whiz by the Earth. You know what I mean? Changing the climate, disrupting volcanoes. So I found this news article. It is on which is cool because the UK, it's University of Oxford in the UK. Unprecedented atmospheric behaviors disrupts one of Earth's most regular climate cycles. You know what I mean? I've got to put it out there. I'm live on the air. We as the sheepless humans, food eaters that we are. I mean, people just don't get it. You know what I mean? Yes, of course. God is coming. Oh. Yes, of course, the Antichrist is coming. Oh. Destructive geoengineering for the climate change is happening. We are doing all kinds of great, crazy shit to our world so we can blame it on humanity and society as something other than what it really is. You know what I mean? We've been lied to forever. But hey, you know what's new? We accept it, and we do nothing about it, true? Alright, a team of scientists have discovered an unexpected disruption in one of the most repeatable atmospheric patterns. The normal flow of the air high up in the atmosphere over the equator, known as the quasi-binary, I wish I was smart some days, but I'm not. Oscillation, what is this oscillation, was seen to break down earlier this year. The stratosphere winds are found high above the... Let's get to the meat of this thing, right? Basically, our North Pole is moving, right? The forecasters, with an indication of the weather to expect in Northern Europe, westerly winds are known to increase the chance of warm and wet conditions. The world is shifting, guys. We live on a flat fucking earth. Notice I did say, school is in, y'all. You know what I mean? School is in. That, we've been lied to. The average Joe Q public ain't gonna do shit, right? Well, this science from the National Center of Atmospheric Science. That's the NASCA. No, NASCA, NCAS, University of Oxford, and the Met Office were part of the international team to observe the unusual behavior in February, noticing that reversal of expected patterns in the winds. This same team then identified the reason why. Wow. Okay. The quasi-binary oscillation is a regular feature of the climate system. On average, these equatorial eastward-westward winds alternate every 28 to 29 months, making it very predictable in the long term. The team's finding published in journal Science of the Week showed that the unexpected change in wind was caused by atmospheric waves in the northern hemisphere. See, they're not saying what's causing, Look at this. Efficient disruption of small asteroids by the Earth's atmosphere. Accurate modeling of the interaction between atmosphere and the incoming bodily in the complex task, but crucial to determining the fraction of the small asteroids that actually hit Earth's surface. Most semi-analytical approaches have simplified the problem by considering the impactor as the stringless liquids like the object, pancake models. But recently, more realistic models have been developed that calculates the motion in the andromatic loading and ablation of each separate particle, fragment, and disruption to impactor. What they're saying, you guys, man, is that that's my idiot son singing in the back. He's so freaking cool and everything. I don't know. Atmospheric consequences of destruction of the ocean. Look at that. Efficient disruption of small asteroids. Unexpected disruption of the atmospheric. Well, you know what I mean? Alien atmosphere. Earth atmosphere disruptions. Now it's aliens. Limiting climate disruption. You know what I mean? Isn't there anything from the 1980s when they actually talked about it when Star Trek was out? The consequences of the ocean being disrupted. Why is it being disrupted? Well, because the freaking ice is melting in Antarctica, and we're not helping it. You know, the reason we decided to stay out of there and keep it a neutral station, because the ice goes all the way around the world. All the way to the world. You know, with my podcast these days, you can't really say too much of anything because everybody gets pissed off. Who cares? You know, they banned you, they try to block you so you can't say anything. But in all reality, guys, what's happening, the polar vortex has fractured, and the eastern U.S. faces punishing. Before the vortex disruption, locations east of the Rockies, aircraft fly, so it's downward propagating. That's my idiot son. I gotta love him. He has no clue on the world is ending today. You know what I mean? So movement against California colleges that disrupt. You know, polar vortex split apart. And Michigan, it was, in Hell, Michigan. What a name for that. Hell, Michigan. It was a negative 47 degrees. That was colder than some of the places in Antarctica, right? So, white male privilege disrupting Portland City Council. Well, we're still doing the racist shit, huh? The world is ending, God is coming back, Jesus is coming back, and the Antichrist is rising. But we're still worried about racism. Crazier than hell, ain't it? I mean, heavier snow and disruption possible in the coming weeks. People should be scared. I'm scared. You know what I mean? This is the shit that's out there. You know what I mean? No news is good news by Gary Good News, right? Planet interference. How about that? We can't undo this on a planet in crisis. Isn't that great stuff? Boost your understanding of the polar vortex with these. You know, none of this shit makes sense because it doesn't do it. Newborn star in Orion Nebula prevents other stars from forming. Let's check that out. You know what I mean? Universe Today. I don't want to subscribe, but that is a wicked picture. Let me say that. That is a wicked picture. Let's print that screen. Hopefully it'll do it. You know, let's see. Newborn star in Orion Nebula prevents other stars from forming. The Orion Nebula is one of the most observed and photographed objects in the night sky. At a distance of 1,350 light years away, it is the closest active star forming region to Earth. Okay. Why is it stopping it? The swirling vortex. But the most powerful instruments reveal all the complexity inside the nebula. It is a great example of the stellar nursery, in a place where young stars are born, in the cloud of the gas. You could say that about Hollywood, too, I guess. I don't know. You know what I mean? Let's talk about Nibiru, huh? What about that? It's pushing in on our planet, and nobody's talking about it at all. Nibiru. Did I spell it wrong? There you go. So, Nibiru, the non-existent planet that they say doesn't exist, one popular contender was Nibiru, a supposed planet that some gas atmospheres calls the comma, the tail, while after only a few trips of gravity would have significantly disrupted the other planets. What do you know? might be on the edge of our solar system, could be shifting the poles. Earth's poles will eventually flip. So what? You've got two poles, magnetic fields that protect our planet. The north, this works. And what harmful effects possible disruption may have? We're going to flip, you guys. The planet's going to flip. Oh, wait, we're on a flat Earth. So is it just going to slide sideways, causing the platonic plates to shift and melt? Who knows? 5 Mayan apocalypse. Myths debunked. You know, you can't really, decipher which is garbage and which isn't anymore. You know what I mean? The media is a weapon. It's weaponized against us. I can't even look at this stuff. You know what I mean? Let's see. Nibiru. Nibiru. Nibiru triggers global turbulence. Oh, this is the best one I've seen yet. Atmospheric radiations increase. Unknown cosmic rays slam the Earth. That's pretty good. Nibiru system, huge atmospheric effects. That's pretty cool. See? Somebody's out there listening. It's extreme weather phenomenon due to the Planet X Nibiru system. How is it causing it? The poles are shifting. The iron oxidized planet gripping onto our North Pole and spinning us. Now, if we were actually a circular planet, it would flip us. However, it's not. The North Pole is moving towards Russia, to Siberia. So, it's not spinning us whatsoever. It is spinning us, but it's not flipping us in the thought that we are actually a round planet. You know what I mean? We're fucking flat. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm at with it all. You know what I mean? Earlier I was talking about the mud floods and the orphan trains and the resets planet Earth has had. How many guys think we've had? You know what I mean? Do you think we've had a lot? I think we have. We've been lied throughout without history. You know what I mean? So, in common sense, we've been lied to a lot, you know what I mean? About what's really went on. The architectural outlays of supreme buildings that were left and then destroyed. In the late 1800s, there is no schematics for some of the most awesome buildings built ever, architecturally wise. And then, boop, within not even 2 years after being up and built, we just go ahead and destroy it. You know why? Because we're idiots. We don't want to utilize it, and if we are going to utilize it, we want to charge the public for it, right? Why should we do anything but that, right? I don't know, people are kind of crazy. Dramatically speaking, the world is a vampire, sin to drain, seek and destroy. You know what I mean? It doesn't, our higher ups that think we are just useless food eaters. We have overpopulated and surplused our usefulness to them. You know what I mean? Because they can't tax us enough. I feel like we're the serfs, the lords and the serfs. You know what I mean? The kingdom has come. There's nothing new under the earth. Child trafficking and drug trafficking. Donald Trump wants to build the Lego wall to stop foreign people coming into California, which has always been a safe haven for people to come in. He wants them to come in legitimately. Well, they've never come in legitimately in decades. Now they wants to do that. I think he wants to keep Americans in. Now with the real ID coming out and we being forced as Americans to accept it or not being able to fly, I feel like we're living in China. You know what I mean? If we're not good social people, we won't be able to get social credits so we can travel. Oh, my. We haven't been able to travel since, God, I don't even know. I'm 46, and it's cost an arm and a leg to get anywhere. It's a whole rent check for my apartment for me to go see my kids. To get in my car and drive. Gas is unbelievable. It's $4 a gallon in California, and it's $2 in Illinois. How come the price of inflation changes as you change states? How come the price of of your paycheck, like minimum wage, changes per state? How come the cost of living changes per state? You know what I mean? What, because they live by the ocean, it costs more to fix? Bullshit. It's going to fall into the ocean. It's going to be an island by itself. If you happen to survive that crap, you will be there all by yourself. This is AMKS, Goddess Radio. If you guys want to chat, talk, please feel free to, send me a message. You know what I mean? Who knows? I'm live on air. And if you feel like you want to hang out and give your opinion on things, feel free to do so. Oh shit, you know what I mean? I keep hitting these buttons and it keeps going anywhere besides where it wants to be. Are you willing to give up your guns and walk away? Well, somebody wrote, the only people that are going to have guns are the criminals and the outlaws. Well, sure. Then who better to protect us from that but the federal armies and nations wide? But do you think it'll be the U.S. Army that protects us? No. It's going to be the United Nations Army, because U.S. soldiers have been surveyed enough to know that they won't pull guns on American soil, on American citizens. So we're doing exchange soldiers, overseas, and then they say our American soldiers may be terrorists. They've been living across abroad for too long. Please don't let them back in the borders. That's what Obama did. Besides pardoning the Colombian drug lords. You know what I mean? That's crazy, right? Tell me they don't know the money and the drugs are coming through. Tell me they don't know they're trafficking women and children. Tell me they don't know all that. Those satanic ritual. It takes a lot of concentration to do a satanic ritual. Did you know that? It takes a lot of focus. I mean, could you imagine if Christians were just a quarter focused on God as much as satanic worship, Muslims, Jewish, and all the other religions out there were? Yet, Christians seem to be the most to be threatened in China, Dubai, and other countries. Christians are being beheaded. Why? We don't even focus as much as you guys do. We really don't. We don't give God enough praises that he should have, do we? No, we don't. I mean, could you imagine if all of us in America said, no, we're not taking a real ID. It's enough, you've done did it. They said, well, it's because of the 9/11 shit that went on. The 9/11 shit has been proven to be self-done by our U.S. government. So they could start a war in Iraq and increase the ever-moving Zionist fucking bullshit. People say I'm conspiracy. Some say I'm nuts because I take meds. I'm clean and sober these days, and it's more fluent and beyond me. The Millennium Children believe in one unity, one belief. The God is the same God across the border. He is. The one supreme God is the same God. I believe that. With many names. However that may be, it also says no one comes to God unless he comes through his Son, Jesus Christ. See, no other religions have talked about somebody dying, being crucified, bleeding out for the world, going to hell, going to heaven, and coming back and being resurrected in 3 days. I've studied a lot of religions. Not in Hindu, not in Buddhism. None of it talks about being resurrected and being the salvation of the world, being the light of the world. And I'm not talking about the fallen light, the falling morning star. I mean, the people are worshiping false gods and they don't even know it. It's ironically, could you imagine how much energy in a concert is being put off and they're doing a satanic ritual right in front of your eyes, but you're thinking it's entertainment and art. Did you see that? Wow. Pow. They get it. You know what I mean? That is concentration of focused faith and energy. You know what I mean? You don't have to well, that's a satanic thing. And no, the music gets you pumping, you're jumping, your energy's flowing, and you are drained. Have you ever been to a concert? You're drained. Like, man, even if you're not high, you're like, fuck, that's the best concert ever. You know what I mean? Dude, you know? And even on all the shows I've watched, I'm not saying anything about gay people, transgenders, or, interracial couples. But does every show have to have an interracial couple, a gay couple, a lesbian couple, and a transgender on it? Now, is that equality? Or is it being propagandized down our throats? You're not allowed to believe or feel the way you want to believe. I don't think that getting your pecker cut off and tucked and sewed into a twat is going to make any of your emotional distraught in your mind go away. Really, it doesn't. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people that I've done studies with and a lot of friends still have that emotional baggage. They're still fucked up in their head and end up killing themselves because they still don't accept themselves after they transed. I call it transing. You know what I mean? Somebody said, what would you do if you, if your daughter or son was born with both parts? They were hermaphrodite, naturally born that way. I said, well, damn, I'd have to pay for birth control and condoms when they got older, wouldn't I? Craziness. You know what I mean? Somebody's texted. Let's see what they say. Hey, Sharon. Okay. Well, that's not what I'm talking about today, but it's okay. And now it won't go away. Anyway, I don't do very many podcasts anymore because I do them for myself, really. I don't really think I try to tell anybody what to think. But it is what it is. And it's almost time to go. I'm going to a show and dinner tonight with my sponsor. You know what I mean? The world is a vampire. Are you born or are you made? Is it safe for you to say? Test tube babies. GNO testing. Genetic code splicing. Cloning your extremities. We are creating a world. We don't need fallen angels to be biblically incorrect. We just need scientists for that. I'm sure they have a good reason of making glow-in-the-dark cats. You know what I mean? I can't even stand night lights. How am I going to fucking stand a glow-in-the-dark cat? You know what I mean? Translucent bullfrogs, so you can see the inside of them. You don't have to cut them apart. You can see how they really work. Well, the whole point of dissecting something is to see if you can reconnect it, to see how it works, right? No more of that. We've got see-through frogs, bullfrogs. The world is crazy. I don't think we need demons to make society or mankind messed up. I think it's already there. Truly. My eyeballs twitching. We don't need no education. We don't need no force control. The darks of chasm in the classroom. Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone. No. They're not even teaching our kids how to scribble their name anymore. I said, well, how are you going to sign a contract? How do you know you signed it? It could have been a clone. Cloning has been around since 1934. They've improved so greatly, I think. Transferring human consciousness. Doing a scan, an implant, into the back of your neural system, in the back of your brain. Doing a scan, a computer scan of your brain, and implementing it into a clone of yourself, consciously, subconsciously. Does it have a soul? We're soulless people today. He's coming back quick, man. We only got 2 more years before we're mandated to take the chip. From 5th Avenue, 666, Jared Kushner's building is pushing it off, which is Donald Trump's son-in-law, who is the peace bringer. Or is it going to be Maroon, whatever his name is, from France? They're all in on it. The spirit of the Antichrist is large. It's larger than we'll ever know. But the trinity of it is the exact same as God. It's weird when you think about it, God being the front of your hand and the devil being the back. They're the twisted copy of each other. It's messed up. And then I begin to ponder the question, would there be one without the other? Or could there be one without the other? Because in the Bible, in the Revelation, it says there will be 1,000 years of peace. How many times has the apocalypse claimed our world? How many times has our world reset itself? Woo, I'm sorry, kitty. How many times have we abandoned our technology and blew ourselves completely sky high? And how many times the assholes, the elite, crown jewel of all of these above, the Bilderbergs and the Rothschild and, you know what I mean, the Goldsmiths and the Windsors and, whatever. How many times have we destroyed ourselves? This guy's sending me a photo. Oh, DNV, here we go. Stay safe. What's it say? I can't see it. It says, please take note, 3 or 4 guys may visit your home claiming they are from the water company to install shower caps to save your water. They will claim that they are from the electric company to change your electric, saving your electric bulbs are free for as part of the government ice down program. They have been spotted in so many areas. Please do not let them in. They are robbing people at gunpoint. Please alert all your contacts. Stay safe, folks. That's some crazy shit, you know what I mean? Anyway, folks, this has been AMKS Goddess Radio. Saying what you think, too afraid to say. Please grow a heart, universe. It's not just about America, but it's about the world today. We ain't fucking it up. They're fucking it up for us and blaming us. I ain't got the money to fuck it up. I don't know about anybody else. I just barely survive. Peace, folks.